The Chinese Communist Party is building missiles and we're arguing over gender pronouns. China is laughing at us. Preferred pronouns are easy. It's just like how everyone calls you Nikki because you asked them to when you were born with the name Nimrata. Why are men always okay with doing nothing for their birthday? Imagine celebrating the day when all my problems started. Hey look, I'll be okay if I'm going to Chili's. Alright, me and the boys going to Chili's. Give me some queso, I'll be a happy birthday boy. Why can't I find a guy like this? Ugh. Hey, no, I'm literally the guy in the pic. Best wishes to Americans this July 4th as you celebrate your great nation's revolutionary transition from being ruled by a king to being ruled by corporations. Yeah, but hey, we're getting ruled by corporations freely. 5-year-old me, I want to be a teacher, a doctor, an astronaut, and an engineer. 25-year-old me, I just want to be happy and not tired. You're fired. You're being let go. You've been promoted to customer. I asked what's the worst thing that could happen if we canceled student loans, and all I got was a bunch of people that would essentially feel upset because they paid theirs. It's ridiculous how $10,000 could literally change my life and a lot of people's lives, and billionaires could spend it on like a hotel room for one night or some dumbass old bottle of wine. Republicans will be like, gay marriage just doesn't follow the traditional definition of marriage, and then cheat on their third wife. 2009, median home price $185,200, minimum wage $7.25. 2023, median home price $436,800, minimum wage $7.25. Very cool, awesome, epic. Is this really how people see marriage as? Yeah, I feel like if you're getting married to someone and you have a wedding topper and they're running away, that might be a red flag. Maybe. 404 error, page not found. I need the toilet page. The economy is doing great. We created 5 million jobs this year. I have 3 of them and I still can't pay my rent. When the cashier asks if you'd like to make a donation to the poor, you know, I'm something of a poor myself. Here is a picture of me about to make the biggest mistake of my life. Hey, but you won that race though, and nothing can take that from you. 12,000 Hollywood writers on strike, 160,000 actors announced their strike, 340,000 UPS Teamsters prepare to strike. This is Hamza Bendelaj, an Algerian hacker who extracted $4 billion from 217 different banks and donated it all to poor African countries in Palestine. He was arrested in Bangkok and sentenced to 15 years in prison with a smile. Damn, that is... 15 years is actually bull. I mean, I think any time in prison for that is... Come on. The key to success, according to rich people, versus according to real life. Hard work. Pull that out a little more. Money, luck, knowing the right people, and then even more, when you pull it out, it says, having rich parents. The hairstyle girls love, the hairstyle girls hate. At least once a month, I randomly remember that Dr. Phil once invited the creator of the Bum Fights video series on his show to confront him about exploiting vulnerable people for financial gain, only for him to show up dressed up as Dr. Phil and point out he does the same exact thing. I might need to watch this episode. Calling them election deniers, calling them sore losers suffering from electile dysfunction. One day, Jesus will return and punish everyone I don't like. One day, all these woke companies will go broke. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Fuck, I miss you so much. Aw, that's so sweet. I mean, you totally cheated on me with the girl you're still dating, so you have no shot, but that was so sweet. Also, I'm totally going to send her a screenshot of this. Please don't. Please don't. It turns out they raise morale in jail like they do at work. Well, that's sad. You can tell they're excited for Little Caesars though, because they're wearing the orange. I'm sorry. I graduated from law school 6 years ago with $250,000 of student loan debt, but after years of hard work and tens of thousands of dollars of payments, I can officially say that I now owe $315,000. Hooray! South Korea is extending healthcare to pets. America is extending work hours for children. As much as we'd all like to see you two get punched in the face, instead could you maybe cure a disease or something? Yeah, I don't know, put that money towards something that actually matters. I think Billy has an imaginary friend. Is that normal? Sure, I used to have loads of imaginary friends. It's nothing to worry about. This could get so much deeper. Spending this July 4th thinking about how we could have had free healthcare and education if we lost. Your father is rolling in his grave. Well, yeah, parts of his ass and, something else maybe. I got a job at Comcast and completed training so I could fix my own cable because it was faster than being on hold with customer service. If you were paid $13 a year starting from the Big Bang, you still wouldn't be as rich as Jeff Bezos. Go touch grass. Where? Calling a black POTUS married 25 years to one wife with 2 children, no mistresses, affairs, or scandals, the Antichrist, but a white POTUS married thrice, 5 kids by 3 women, mistresses, affairs, and scandals, God's anointed, proves your religion is white supremacy. Banks when a single mother overdraws her account by $3. Banks when they do no risk management and need $50 billion from the government immediately to not blow up the economy. Haha, oops. Homeless people are lazy and should just get a job. Mental illness, disabilities, discrimination, abuse, exclusionary design, real estate cartels price gouging rent. I still do not understand how we Africans were colonized. Yeah, that guy is just dragging him by his legs. I had no care. He back turned to the other ones too. I mean, yeesh. Women calling Lizzo beautiful and inspiring. Women when you tell them they look like Lizzo. Ah, America. $36 billion to add dental, vision, and hearing coverage to Medicare. $50 billion to send to a random country that most Americans have never heard of. Hey, remember when the Panama Papers proved the 1% are hoarding all their money offshore, but then one of the authors was murdered with a car bomb and nothing happened? Haha, now we almost have trillionaires as money is stolen from communities and the globe is on fire. Classic capitalism. Remember when we cried as kids and our parents said, "I'll give you something to cry about"? We thought they were going to hit us, but instead they destroyed the housing market, quadrupled college tuition, and melted the ice caps. What are some things that sound like compliments but are actually insults? You're beautiful in your own way. Thanks. When you are on Reddit mobile and it automatically scrolls back to the top and you lost the meme you were at. People living paycheck to paycheck, landlords living month to month, banks and corporations living bailout to bailout, US government living war to war. When you did your doctorate in physical chemistry and have been the de facto leader of Europe for 14 years, but you have to be polite to a handbag designer who thinks she's your contemporary. Me. Why can't Medicare negotiate affordable drug prices? Big Pharma. You know how I'm rich and bored and have no moral compass? Canceling $1.7 trillion in taxes for 600 billionaires, but not $1.7 trillion in student debt for 45 million Americans is the modern version of let them eat cake. Things billionaires buy. Yachts, sports cars, the Supreme Court, mansions. Example of future housing plans under communism. This is literally the current housing plan under capitalism. Ease up on the nostalgia. Nostalgia can be used as a tool by corporations to elevate the good times to the commodities they sell. You can't buy back your childhood, no matter how hard you try. I've built a craft to explore the inside of active volcanoes. Tickets are £250,000 each. Every single day on this app, people discuss how marriages used to last for 50 years without realizing the hell grandma went through because she didn't have the rights we enjoy today. Hand of God, a heartwarming concept where the nurses tie 2 gloves filled with hot water to stimulate human touch and to comfort the isolated patients. Damn. This woman was arrested for feeding homeless people, but she says she won't stop. The law, do you yield? This lady, I do not. Barbie, my product was first launched in Japan. Oppenheimer, my lip balm, they killed people. I remember my mom's Uncle Joe died and got cremated and we were on the way to the funeral and she said she wanted some coffee and my older brother said, well, we got a box of Joe right here, and that didn't make her laugh. Controversial, but if I work a full-time job, I should be able to live in a 1-bedroom apartment by myself and not starve myself to make rent. New window tint designed to prevent police brutality. Yeah, it's funny that businesses are begging for workers instead of just getting those robots we're told will so easily replace us if we raise the minimum wage. My mental state is, if you give me a hug for too long, I will start crying. A man in Ohio ate and drank nothing but beer for 40 days and lost 44 pounds, which is impressive since when my dad did it, all he lost was the kids and the divorce. When you have zero corruption because you call it Lobbying. Winner of $1.28 billion lottery gets $433.7 million after tax. Congratulations to the IRS on winning the $846.3 million Mega Millions jackpot. Hey, look, I wouldn't argue with $433 million, but also, I'd be a little upset. If $15 an hour is too much for minimum wage, then $85 an hour is too much pay for our senators to literally do nothing. If a company is always hiring, it means they are also always firing. Confucius. There's only one type of bra for me. Algebra. Dude looks so cool. No f***ing way my uncle died last week and someone showed up with this cake. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for mine too. He owed me like $200. Haha. I feel like I would die at this. That's pretty funny. First time at the shooting range. Oh, hey, well, you got him. It was the hostage and not the actual target, but you got someone.